Hi everyone, as you join us, we're flying at 21,131 feet. This is over 20,000 feet higher than the Chinook service ceiling of 20,000 feet, and we're going up. So we got a full fuel load. Things to keep an eye on, obviously the altitude, vertical speed. I've kept the warning and caution there so you can see that. I've taken the precaution of having the APU going. This is not something that you'd do normally. And the other thing I'm highlighting as well, I've had to turn them on, but DCS still has a problem with the auto start, in that the backup power switch for FADEC and also the PTU switches, they're still off, even though the aircraft auto starts, right? But as you can see, I've selected those to be on. The other thing to keep an eye on naturally is, as well as your altitude, indicator speed, vertical speed, is also the NR as well, so the rotor speed. You can see that we're going pretty slow, right? The rotor speed, yeah, I mean that's going to degrade over time. Obviously as we gain altitude, the air's going to get thinner. Everything is going to have to work really hard to keep this really big aircraft in the sky, right? Also keep an eye on those LCTAs that we discussed in some of the previous videos. Again, they're going to work off indicated airspeed as it drops off. You know, they're going to have an impact as well. And then finally, you know, also keep an eye on the thrust lever position. And we can do this, again, as we've explained on previous videos, from the longitudinal position indicator. So where are we going then? Well, we're not going to go to the record heights helicopters have flown to, such as Fred North's world record of 42,500 feet, which he did in the AS350 Squirrel, but we're going to go pretty high. Also, unlike Fred's AS350, my Chinook, I said this at the start, you know, it's a standard fit, right? So we've got 100% fuel. The other thing is we've got crew door gunners as well. So, you know, let's hope they're on oxygen for this trip. Where are we doing it? Well, we're back on the South Atlantic map, right? I don't see a great deal of stuff on this particular map, especially if I'm playing multiplayer and that sort of stuff. So it's nice to kind of revisit and sort of use the map to its potential. And it's got some, you know, it's got some phenomenal kind of scenery to fly around. So yeah, if you want to replicate it, and that's another part of this video as well. You know, if somebody thinks they can kind of beat this sort of altitude that I'm going to eventually get to, be my guest, right? See what you get, right? It has been a challenge, right? This is probably my, I don't know, maybe third, fourth go or something like that. For some reason, I did have a couple of kind of flame outs and things like that at much lower altitudes than what I would expect, but this one we're using a bit of bob, right? Obviously it's not going to be a true test, being DCS, but let's see what we can get out of the aircraft. It does take a while, as you can imagine, but don't worry, I've done the hard work. I've kind of sat here for ages, so you can kind of see what's happening, and we'll skip ahead to various points. Who knows? You may even see like a double engine flame out or something like that. Okay, so let's see how we get on. Right, had it going on double speed. Going to call it 24,650 foot. All the displays have gone. You get no audio warnings whatsoever, by the way, if you lose your engines. Obviously, I did have the APU running in the background, but not sure how that's going to help us. Bob is going to look after flying the helicopter, see if he can auto-rotate and things like that. My job, I'm going to see if I can get these engines going. So first things, got the ECLs all the way back, just going to reset everything, see if we can get that APU started, right? And you can see Bob's busy looking after the stuff. The crew, yeah, they're just watching the scenery go by, right? So let's have another go. Got the APU started up again, and then no. Okay, this is not good. Obviously, you're losing a bit of height. Maybe we're going to have to completely reset that APU as we're kind of coming down the way. But Bob, yeah, Bob's still keeping us coming down in a reasonably odd, you know, ordered fashion. So let's knock that off, knock the battery off. Let's shows how high we are. Flipping heck, have we got enough time to recycle all of this all over again, right? So let's get the AP going. Let's get that familiar kind of screaming noise in the background. Right, okay, yeah. Motor pump's going to a pump. Now, have we got time? Come on. Let's get that number going. You see, got a displays going. Let's have a look. Look at the panel. Yeah, I can see some acceleration. I can also see the C coming up. Let's get it going. Right, advance that ECL. Let's give Bob a bit of power. And that goes. Blaze must be flapping around something big time now. C's coming up. I don't even know what the altitude is now, but all I know is I'm trying to get these engines going as quick as I can. Second one, hang on a minute, that does look pretty close. I need to have another look back. Right, let's get the second one going. I mean, it does look like Bob's got a nice stable. There we go. How about that? Starting to accelerate. Yeah. And we're off back up again. I mean, yeah, okay. It's just a bit of fun, but yeah, 24,650 foot, right? See how you get on. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.